Hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We are doing something different today. I have received a question about my prior video on accountability, asking me about projects that I had going on. I will say I do have one project completed, but I didn't show y'all that one. So, because it's not sewing or quilting. It's not that. I have one tabletop or table runner that was sold just as a quilt top. So, I won't be doing it. It was the orange kaleidoscope tabletop or table runner. So, I don't have that one to do any longer. And today, what I have on my machine... And I have it sandwiched. I'm just going to pull it under here so you can see. And I can hold it up. This is, I've got my paper over here. The Snowflake Hill by Open Gate Quilts. Yeah, I'm sorry, my ear is itching up. I am wearing the mic thing. I'm hoping it helps. I have not even cut my machine on. It was a long day at work. And then I came in and I had my sew sampler box in. So that was pretty fabulous. Waiting on my machine to come on. So I will tell y'all what I am going to do is stitch in the ditch, which does require me to have a different foot on. So one moment and I'll grab that. Okay, the foot I am changing to is the 5. This is a Bernina foot. So it takes me a moment to remember how to change this. Now, I do know I need to go in, I need to go in and change my foot to a 5. And I will come back after I've done my stitch in the ditches, because I just want to kind of tack it all down. I think this is a beautiful table topper, so it really don't need a lot. It just kind of needs to be tacked in place. But I think what I am going to do when I'm done, there is this white border. Let's see if you can see it. There's the black, then there's a little white one here, and then there's this other white. I'm thinking I'm going to do some snowflakes in my Dove Gray. I am using the Dove Gray on this. That may not be why. What I may do, I just thought of this. Instead of stitch in the ditch, I may change my threads to black, because my backing is what came in the package. It's black. I may change it to black and do like a stitch just inside the stitch line. You can tell I haven't really thought this out at all. I just knew I wanted to get this done, so now it is on my machine. Deliberating this. It could be cute with that, but if I decide to do this, I have to change my bobbin out as well, because the back is black. So I do need to have black stitching on the back. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I may actually change my foot back out and go 1/4 of an inch inside of the big black square right here. This, I may go 1/4 of an inch on the inside, and then the this black border here, I may do 1/4 of an inch on it as well. And then come back with my Dove Gray and do a black bobbin thread and do snowflakes on this, and that'll hold that in place really good. I could do the snowflakes around this square right here, and then under this black border there's that same thing, do the snowflakes around that all the way around. So that would give it a little extra, but I think on all the pieces that are mainly black, like this and the roof there, to maybe do that, and maybe not even do 1/4 of an inch, do like a cross stitch. That would look really cute, and do it. I bet I could do it on the stitch in the ditch and it still look cute. I don't know if that's no, that stitch in the ditch ain't gonna let me do that. I may need to put my other foot back on. I think I am, because I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do a pretty stitch. See, this is just winging it. I don't know what I'm going to do until I sit down to do it. I do need to change my bobbin for sure. So I'll bring you guys back once I have my bobbin changed. But I'm going to leave the dove gray on the top. I don't know. Maybe I should do red. Red would be really pretty on this. I'm leaving the dove gray. I'm leaving the dove gray because it's what's on my machine, but I do have to change out my bobbin. So 1 minute and I'll have you right back. Okay guys, so I have got my bobbin done. Right now what I'm doing is just putting my black thread away. This is Metler 50 weight silk finish. I don't know, it came with my Bernina, and so I'm sure it's good to use. And this is not going to be a high traffic piece. It's just going to be on my dining table, which is not a high traffic area, because it is just me most days at home. Now, I know I did not have to remove everything off of my machine. I could have, but I did. I could have popped, I have another thing here. I could have popped that up and done a bobbin with that, but I like to get fresh thread anyway. So it's not that big of a deal for me to unthread my machine. It threads itself anyway. Well, it don't thread. The needle threads itself when you do that. Let's hope it... Oh, wait. I got to change my foot back. It won't thread up with that. I am a 1C. So you have to remember to change that foot back, because if you don't, it won't do what you ask it to do. So I'm threading my needle. Well, I'm letting the machine thread it. It didn't do it. Sometimes that first time when you first cut it on, it won't do it. Okay. So now I have to find a stitch that I want to use. It looks like I am going to be doing the stitch in the ditch. Okay, looks like I need a different foot, because I have put my my dual control on. I do need to put a different foot on. I have never used the dual control, so this is going to be a new one for me. Let's see. I don't know how this works, so we're just going to try. I probably could have easily gotten away with doing that 1/4 of an inch stitch on the inside. I'm going to stitch in the ditch, and then I'll think about that. Now, I will continue to feel my fabric and everything here. Looks like I have a pin a little too close. Let's see if it'll just go over it, because it's not under the needle. Yeah. Oh, that does that perfect. Let's see, why is that so thick feeling right there? Okay, I'm going to raise my foot and leave my needle. Oh, it doesn't show me where it's at, but it looks like my needle, like I have one stitch. Yep. So now what I'm going to do is turn, but we are turning that. I don't know why I pinned so close to that line. Let me move some of these pins, because I definitely don't want them that close. Probably because I didn't have a clue of how I was going to sew this. But now I do. And I may do a decorative straight stitch, you know, just on the inside. I'm not sure yet. Gotta make sure everything is smooth. That's the bonus about this table here. You can feel every little ripple that's in the fabric. I don't know if that's in the fabric or the batting. The batting did have some pretty bad wrinkles in it. And you know what? I'm not really going to worry about it. It's flat enough. And this is going to be on my table and nobody else's. So, if y'all hadn't realized it, I don't have to have perfect. I just like to be able to sew it and enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to raise that up and see. It looks like I got maybe one more stitch. Yep. Okay, so we are turning. We'll make sure we're flattened out real good. And guys, this is kind of how I do. Oops, looks like I could have gotten one more stitch once I turned that. I could see there was another stitch that could have been gotten there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not much on fancy stitches and stuff, but I thought it would be cute. And I know I can do that later on, but I guess my main thing is I need to get this kind of tacked down, even though that's not what this is called. This is quilting. It's not tacking down. I'm moving my pen here, because it's a little bit too close. Making sure we're flat. And y'all, tomorrow I do have a quilt show that I'm going to. It's the Northeast Louisiana's Quilt Guild is putting this on. And I noticed my 2 quilt shops that I go to are going to be there. I wonder how many more quilt shops will be there. I don't know of any that's in our area. So, you know, other than those 2. So maybe I'll find some more. Who knows? That'll be exciting. But I am going to take a swatch of my Craftsman and pick out my border. It's actually hanging behind you right now. But what I'm going to do is pick out my border for the Craftsman, so I can get that one bordered and get it ready to go to the long arm, because I'm ready to have that one done. I don't know why, because I don't have the bed set up yet that it's going to be on. The bed is, the room that bed is going to be set up in is still kind of a storage room for us. You know, after all my children moved out, we have a lot of stuff, and I don't know how that happened, but I am going to be downsizing, getting rid of stuff, because we don't need that much stuff. But a lot that's in that room is decorations, and my freeze dryer is also in there, so that takes a lot of room up. And I do have a mattress in that room already. It's leaning up against the wall, and it takes a lot of room up. But I have a canning table in there where I sit all my canning stuff, my jars. All of that can go out in the shed. I don't really want to put it in the shed, but that's where it's going to go, because that's my grandbaby's room. That's not a canning room anymore. My grandbabies take precedence. And if I have to buy them Chef Boyardee, if that's what they'll eat, no, I won't. I will never buy Chef Boyardee. Let me take that back. I don't like, there's too much fake food in that. But if that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford. There's nothing wrong with that. But I opt to not feed that to my grandchildren. It's got too many additives and not good stuff in there. Okay, so that is our first go around. Let me see. Yeah, you can't even see that on the back. So my next one is going to be on this border. I'm going to do it on the inside, and then I am going to do it on the outside strictly for binding, because I am going to machine bind this, which got to put my foot down and my needle down. Needle down. But I am going to machine bind this, so I want to have that edge tacked down so it's not a problem. And yeah, the binding did come with the package. And I'll tell y'all, I will have Open Gates Quilt information down in the description box. I am not an affiliate. They do not give me a box. They do not sponsor me. It is just a box that I do. I really love their box. There's a few boxes that I just really love, and there's projects that I'll do and I'll use. I had some other boxes that I really liked, but I wouldn't use any of the projects, which was bad because they were beautiful. But so I couldn't justify the expense of the box, considering that I wasn't going to use the projects. So that, yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow when you like getting the box. And you like sewing the items in the box. But if I'm not going to use them, I'm not going to do them. that's that's another thing. If I have stuff that comes in a subscription box that I'm not going to use, I do put that in a box to the side, and that will go for a giveaway that I have. Because my next giveaway is, I had a giveaway January the 1st for my 1,000 subscribers. When did I hit that? I hit it in less than 5 months. December 3rd, I think, is when it was that I hit it. So I ran a video on how to get entered, and I did my drawing on January 1. So I did it all through December. And January 1, I did my 1K giveaway. And I'm hoping that I hit my 2K pretty soon. Let's see, it's February. And I have, I don't know, like 1,600 subscribers. Somewhere around there. I only noticed it because Shannon with Moody Girl Creates, she has hit 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations. That's exciting. And she is doing a giveaway as well for that. And she does a lot of just sew along. You know, she'll just bring you to her table and start sewing with you. And I really like watching her, because I really like that. I just like watching how people, you know, what they do and how they do it. Because to me, that gives me just as many pointers, you know, watching how someone else does something, as watching, you know, like tutorials and stuff. I like to just watch people sew to see, you know, do they have a technique that may help me out? Because if you're new here, you may not know or realize that I haven't been quilting very long. My first video for my channel was July 14th, I believe, of last year, 2023. And my very first quilt that I made was in June of 2023. And I've always crafted, and I've sewn for years. But it had been a long time since I had sat down at a sewing machine. But I normally sew garments. So quilting is a new thing for me, even though I had watched my grandmother quilt for years, and even on occasion sit down with her at her quilting loom that dropped down from the ceiling. On occasion I put a stitch or two in her quilt because she would hand stitch it. And I actually have some of her quilt tops that, when she passed away, had not been quilted yet. What I am going to do is refurb those. Not really refurb. I'm going to repair those because they are old. I got a wrinkle in my fabric and I want to get it out. But I'm going to repair those, and, you know, if there's any fabric that needs to be replaced, I will do that. And I will have the quilt tops carried to the long arm because I cannot hand quilt. My hands just will not allow it. I do good to do my cross stitch and my plastic canvas, You know, that's a challenge too some days. But I am very blessed that I can still do this. I love to sew, and I'm so happy that I ran across, I don't know who it was, but I ran across a YouTube video, and they were quilting, and I was like, oh, I can do that. Because like I said, I've always loved sewing. Sorry about that, guys. I'm having to work these wrinkles out of the fabric. But I just decided I would start doing it because, you know, my hands aren't the best anymore, and I just wanted to create something. And, you know, quilting seems a pretty good thing. Everybody needs a quilt, you know. A quilt, a blanket, whatever they want to call it. But a quilt and a blanket are two different things. To me, they are different. To me, a quilt has batting and a blanket does not. That's just my difference. That may not be the truth or how it really is, but that's my difference. And yes, I'm wanting to get some of these projects off of my table because, you know, it is my accountability here. But also, I don't have the room on my rack back here to be holding a lot of projects that are not done, you know, that need to be completed. If they're completed, they're not going to be back there. So... but I have that starly back there. I have my blocks going back there. And I have a few unfinished things back there that I will be working on. I only have this, the little yellow and black one, little quilt, baby quilt back there. I have that. And I still have my Boo table runner. I have not done that yet, and that is so bad because I really like that. It was so cute. But you know, I haven't done my Cupid box, my little birdies. I haven't done my haberdashery. I haven't done a lot of those projects that I want to do, but I have so many other ones that are I want to do first. Like I want to do that bag. I have a pattern for project bags, you know, with the clear plastic front, I guess is what that is. Okay. I want to do some of those too. I was actually pricing the items to make it, and now I see why them things are so high. My goodness. I mean, it's no wonder them things are 30 bucks. So I thought I would make one. anyway for myself to just see if I can make it, because I do make things and sell them. So far I haven't put any of the stuff that I sell on eBay, but I do have an eBay. I do sell on eBay. I don't have an eBay store. I just sell on eBay. You know, it's most everything I do is a buy it now, because I don't play that game, you know, hey, let's see the max amount I can get it. I have a price that I want, and that's fine. And that's what I put out there. And I just leave it out there. I set it to where to automatically relist it, and, you know, somebody will come along that if they really want it, they'll pay that price. And if they don't, that's okay. It'll sit there until the person does come along. But I will be listing some items on eBay. I've seen a lot of stuff about Etsy, and I don't know. I tried doing Etsy when I did shirts, and I just did not like that at all. But I do sell a lot of stuff that I make locally. We have little craft fairs and things like that, and I can sell stuff locally like that. But I want to be able to make stuff and put it out there, show y'all what it is, and have it available for you if you're interested in it. Because I will tell you, you can only so much stuff until you become a hoarder of crafting items. I don't want to be that way. Okay, I'm kind of getting on the black here a little bit. Oh, that's the end. All right. So I can cut that. I just sitting here talking and didn't realize I'd made it all the way around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch this just inside. I'm going to run my fabric along the inside of my foot. And that way it will tack that down real good. So when I go and put my binding on, that will be tacked real good, and I don't have to worry about I broke my thread. How in the world? Well, I don't even see where it's at. Let me see where, there it is. Okay, when I break a thread, I get my thing, because I can't get inside of this, but I get it. From the whatever that thing is that goes up and down. I'm going to see if it'll let me do this or if it's going to break again. Oh, it just came off. It didn't even. My goodness. That is tight, but my tension has been fine. I don't think this is tension really. Okay. I'm going to go back just a little bit and start back over. It just made a funny sound like my bobbin was loose. But what we are going to do is go all the way around. I am going to unpin as I go and press everything outwards. So yeah, if there's ever anything that you would be interested in, let me know. I may be able to do it, and if you like it or you think you like it, I may make one and put it on eBay for you or something like that, you know. Or if you see it, and if anything I say, if you're interested in it, you can always email me. If you don't want to put it in the messages, you can always email me and ask if it's for sale, because I may make more than one of them, you know. I am a home crafter, and you know, I have to support my addiction to fabric buying. And I love sewing for people. I used to sew garments, children's garments, and I would sell them. But you know, children grow, and I didn't go to the older kids' clothing, because children, you know, the really young children, they don't care what they wear. But them that teenagers and stuff, Lord, you better not put something on there that they don't like. Okay, so I'm turning here. Probably could have got a stitch or two more. Let me go on and get another stitch in that. Yeah, if y'all keep moving over there, I'm so sorry. Because the pins, my camera is right there, and my pins keep getting stuck. On the legs of my camera. So when I turn it, it pulls it. Okay, so here we go. But yeah, guys, this has been a pretty busy month by way of projects for me. I have been working my diamond painting kit. Y'all, I love that thing. I work it just about every single day when I come home. It's very addictive, and it kind of clears my mind, because I'm telling you, you don't want to come in and sew with a heavy mind, because the first time you have to pull a jack out, ooh, that might not be pretty. But I do love my diamond painting kit. I'm thinking about getting another one, even though I have that one and I haven't finished it. But I have a picture that I think I would love to get in a diamond painting kit. if they could do it. I don't know if they could do it. It may be a copyright issue or something, you know. They might not be able to. But it's a water, what is that called? It's not a, it's like a water thing with the paddle thing, that a water well thing. I don't know what that, I can't think of what that thing is called. But it's like a stream, and you've got the water that goes through that big wheel, and it's springtime, and there's beautiful flowers on it. So I'm thinking about sending that to them and see if they can do one. They, like I said, they probably can't, because that may not be a good thing to do. And if it's not, that's okay. But y'all, if you have someone that has a birthday or an anniversary or something like that coming up, say you have somebody with an anniversary, take one of their wedding photos and send to them, guys. I am an affiliate for them because I absolutely love their stuff. I would never put my name on anything I don't like or anything I don't believe in. And y'all, they're fabulous. They had my kit to me. It's a custom made kit that's probably almost as big as this quilt. And I think I had it in 2 weeks. And y'all know, you can't even get a package. I got a package from the post office. Well, it's not from the post office. It's from a quilt shop. But I was supposed to have had it on January the 10th, and I still don't have it. That reminds me, I need to call the postmaster tomorrow, because I need an answer. But yeah, I mean, that thing has been floating at the distribution center not an hour and a half away from me, and I can't go get it because it's a distribution center. I'm just to the point where I'm going to tell them I don't even need it now. I just want my money back now. They could just pay me my money, and whoever's got the package can keep it, because I don't need it. It was fabric that I needed for my retreat the 1st of February. So now, yeah, after I get this done, I am going to trim off the excess backing and batting. And now, I probably won't bring you along for the binding, because this video is already over an hour long. Yeah, this is the first time I have ever used my dual feed system, which is this thing back here. Well, it's down here right now. I think I'm going to try to get one more stitch into that. And yeah, it works really good. I don't have to have my walking foot out. But I will say, if I was doing a bigger something, which I'm never going to do a bigger something, likely not going to on my machine, I could always pull my walking foot out for that. But this is actually working pretty nicely. Now, I know if somebody's watching this, they're probably going to say, why didn't you just use basting spray? I have some, but I don't know how to use it yet, and I don't want to use it on this. I want to have time. Whoops. My table just came off. Oh my goodness. I must not have had my table on good. But anyway, I have some basting spray. I just, I don't know the amount and stuff to use yet, so I haven't I'm not going to use it until I can practice with it and get down how much I need to put, you know, how much I need to spray and stuff like that, because I don't want to, oh, I'm almost back to the beginning. Because I don't want to make a mess on something that I actually want to use. I want to learn how to use the stuff before I do it. Oh, and talking about learning, I have something new. I have several things that are new that I'm going to be doing. First off is that bag. I am going to learn how to do that bag. My second thing is the little embroidery thing that I got from my Quilting Stitch, my Bernina dealer. I am going to try that out. Let's see if, oh, we almost made it without a fold over. But I had a fold over. That's okay. It's not too bad though. Actually, it's pretty good. So guys, I only did a stitch in the ditch around this middle one, and then I did this one I did a stitch in the ditch, and this side I did 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. So what I'm going to do now is trim off the excess batting, and I will probably bind it tomorrow because it is, yeah, it's after 10:30 at night. I probably need to put it away because I do have that quilt show tomorrow that I'm going to, and I'm taking my aunt with me. My husband, I think, is going with us as well. That may not be a good thing. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. He may limit what I spend, but sometimes he's the one with the spending. I think he just knows how much I enjoy this, and it makes me happy. And he likes seeing me happy. So I'm taking all the pins out here. I haven't looked at the back yet. I'm scared to look at the back because I kept having to smooth that out, and I'm just worried that there's a ripple in there somewhere. So I'm trying to think of what all I need to tell y'all about. Okay, I did tell you about getting the border for my Craftsman, because once I get my border and get that sewn on, I'm looking at it right there behind y'all. Once I get that sewn on, I'm going to set up quilting it with the long arm. And I have that. I've got to get the starly finished. I've only gotten one block done this week. Now, when y'all see this, it may be Sunday. You may see this Sunday. So you will most likely see this before my update. I will do an update. I recorded on Sunday and I posted on Monday. But guys, I'm going to end this right here. I thank you for hanging out with me this evening while I'm quilting per se. I'm sewing it on my sewing machine. I'm just sewing all the layers together. I do appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this. Any pointers, tips, atta-girls, you know, whatever you feel like saying, as long as it's nice and not nasty, I'll take it. And I do respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye, guys.